Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the YouTube account, and that is right, the patch is finally up, which means we're going to be doing our summons for the Awakened version of Antandra. Now overall, the maintenance is complete, which also means that we have the rate adjustment. So when it comes to looking at our Stargazer, when it comes to looking at the Temple of Time, we have the rate adjustment for both of these, which means 25% easier to get these heroes. So if you've been waiting, the long awaited time is over. Now is the time to summons. And I don't know, depending on who you have, if you want to go ahead and build the Awakened version of Antandra. Now, me personally, because we have all the Awakened heroes, of course, I'm going to build her. Even looking at the Temple of Time, we're at 959 of our time emblems. So we have a ton of them to build her out. But again, wait to see exactly where she's used. Now, I really do say this every single time, but wait about 7 to 10 days if you're questioning if you're building her or if you want to build her. And also think, if you're building another Awakened hero, build and complete the Awakened hero that you're currently working on. Because when you look at, the Awakened version of Athelia, when you look at Shimira, when you look at Laika, all of those heroes have an incredible amount of utility and are being used in a couple different places. And I did get a pen and paper right over here because I want to see, so we're at 959 of our time emblems, how many it does take us to get this Awakened version of Antandra. Now also, it is a discounted summons. Remember, the first couple summons that you do is going to be a discounted summons. And of course, getting some time emblems out of here, but also the gift of time is going to give us another 50. So that actually puts us well over 1,000 emblems right there, 1,009. And again, I want to make sure that we're taking note of this. All right, streaming luck. Let's see if we can get some pretty good copies in here of these heroes. Boom. And I also want to keep track of when we do get the mythic emblems. We know that it is the change, and I'll show you kind of what I mean. So looking at the probability, we have the ability, of course, a higher probability to get Antandra, but we want to get these legendary bizarre totems. That's the other really big thing in here. So I'm going to slow down with the summons for a little bit because we do want to see them, and I want to see how many legendary totems that we pull. I can go back and, of course, watch the video later and see exactly how many, kind of mathematically figuring out what we got and how many we got. Most players were saying that it was about 1 in every 9, but I don't want to miss it going through here. And of course, we get some tier stones. That's why I've said when it comes to tier stones, when it comes to a lot of different stuff, there's not a huge real need for it because you get them, and you get them in a regular basis. And of course, right here, guys, you're getting red chests out of here. I love the update to both of these. And it's very, very important because, of course, getting here is now 1, 2, 3 cards right there. This should be the pull for Antandra. And there we go. There is the unlock. And again, I think visually she looks pretty cool. I could see her just being a little more, I think, just larger with the flames, larger with kind of everything that we had from this hero. I feel like, they could have done a little more, but I do like how she looks. I do like how she works, and overall, I'm seeing her. And if you looked over on the test server, she was being used in a ton of different places. Even after we seen that little bit of a nerf, we were still seeing her in a couple different places. But right now, I don't think we've seen any of those mythic totems, or excuse me, the legendary totems that we were looking for. I know the probability on them is a little bit lower, but I'm seeing a lot of red chests out of there. And there we go. So there is copy number 2 of Antandra. And again, not seeing the totems as of yet. It doesn't seem like we're having a ton of luck with the higher rates. I thought it would be a pretty big difference coming in here. So there is copy number 3, just another single right there. Again, some more 24-hour loot. Not seeing... I don't know if we've seen any of those legendary totems yet. Because again, as much as I like Antandra, I feel like we need a lot of the legendary totems that we have in here. Another card right there. So we're 3 copies in. There is number 4. Just another single. That is already 4 copies in. We're not seeing any luck with the back-to-back. Not seeing any diamonds at this point. We're going to build her up, and there we go. There's copy number 5. Again, just another single. Still don't think we've seen a totem, unless I missed it. There we go. So red loot chest again. All right, so we're 5 in. Need just some more tier stones. There we go. There's one more copy. Boom. That takes us to 6. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of them. I want it to pop up so I know exactly what we're looking for. If it's going to pop up in a yellow card, and there is number 7, guys. Got 2 chests right there, and I'm assuming it's going to be probably a gold card. That is 7 copies of Antandra already. Yeah, these summons are not like we usually see them. There is number 8, just another single right there. Not even back-to-back summons as of yet. There we go. There's another one. That was pretty close, and it's a double. Look at that one. Awesome. That makes up for a lot of cards. It was 2 pulls away, and that one is a double. Yeah, that really ups our count. Let's pull one more copy, and then we'll start putting some of these together. Still, I know last time they said it was like 90 cards before they seen the legendary totem, but I might just be missing it. There we go. There's one more copy. How many do we have at this point? And of course, we do have Belinda. Let me swap Belinda out, actually. Which is kind of funny because I forgot about that. We were saving that one copy, or essentially a free copy, the Awakened version of Antandra. There we go. So we got, what, one more. So we'll hop in here. And if you don't know the Rickety Cart, Replace Hero, this is the one that we were waiting for the Awakened version of Antandra. There she is. 1, 2, and 3. These are the free copies we've actually gotten. 2 of those we summoned. 2 of the 3 we actually did summon just naturally, which is kind of crazy, but we have 1, 2, 3. All right, so there we go. We got a lot. So there is Mythic. There's Mythic Plus. There is Ascended. So just like that, guys, there is the Ascended Heroes. Let me hop over here. I'm going to pull up my calculator, see where we're at just based on the polls, because that gave us 551. Again, if we look, we started at 1009 minus your 551 left. 458 to pull her. I know we got the free copy, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, I would say pretty much on par. And the summons in here were not very good at all. Now, of course, we need 3 more copies to get her up to that, to get her up to the 1-star in here. So that means we're going to hop over the Stargazer. But yeah, I mean, when you think regular summon, since we just pulled a copy, we're probably talking around 500. I would say roughly 500, which is normal. I mean, I pulled Brutus in 400. I think it was 395 that we pulled the Awakened version of Brutus all the way to Ascended. So again, with the new rates, that's not very good. Just looking at where it is. So let's go ahead and drop her in here. And again, the Stargazer has the same. It has the probabilities to pull the Awakened version of Antandra. Now we have 346 cards. We need 3 copies of her in here. And I'm hoping that we get actually some of our collections in here. Double copy right there, guys. Wow. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 collections, and we got a double copy of Antandra again, which means we need 1. We only need 1 to get her built. There we go. We get a level. Look at the collections dropping in here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 collections. That is awesome. That is really, really cool. Come on, there's another copy. We still have 286, so that takes her up to 1-star just like that. And again, we have more than enough cards, especially through everything else we're going to get, getting them daily, to even get the next Awakened Hero. So we're going to be pretty well stacked. That does unlock the engraving. And let's build her up, guys. Let's drop her into the Resonating Crystal. Means the awakened version of Aziz is the one right now that we do not have, or that we don't have built up to any means at all. Let's go ahead and drop her in. And you know what? I'm going to drop in Mizalth as well, just because we do have the meatball sitting here. Now, we do have summons as well. We do have regular summons. We have a lot of summons, actually. Looking at the wish list, we have 1 light bearer. We have 2 with our maulers. We have no wilders at this point, and then we have the 2 Greyborns. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to burn through these summons as well, and then we'll build up the Awakened version of Antandra. Hit double right off the bat. Look at that, Saurus and Arden on that one. I'm almost wondering it would be funny if we got some Awakened heroes in here, just with the common scrolls that we have kind of accumulated. There's a copy of Pippa. And again, all of these, when we start looking at our rare food, when we start looking at the regular 5-star elite heroes that I got, they're just going to be recycled. There we go. There's Vika. Vika's one, of course, we can absolutely use some more copies of. Build her up. Right there's another one, which is Angelo. And look at that, a triple right there, guys. Oh, it's Titus again. And Villanelle as well. So Villanelle definitely being used, but there is Titus again, the celestial monster that nobody uses. And it's crazy because that's even how we've been building up Mizalth, is just literally getting all of those pulls in there. There's a copy of Bronn. We can use that one as well. Bronn, of course, being used in a couple different niche formations, but still working with 1 card on the table. Oh, I don't even have any wilders, but that's okay. Go ahead and pull that, and then let's go for our maulers. It's a mauler day with the Awakened version of Antandra. There's Citrena. We have 3 pulls in here. The rest of the resources, guys, I think we're just going to save right now. I might go through and build up some more stars on a couple other heroes, but that is a lot of resources and a lot of recycling heroes. That is also adding more stars. What's that? Bronn goes to 3 stars. Villanelle goes to 3 stars. They're getting much, much closer to building all of these heroes out. And of course, we're building Wukong. Since we did the swap for Wukong, for Tarnos, we do have Wukong right there. And again, there's another copy that we pulled for Titus. Wow. So, I mean, overall, not too bad, about 500 cards. I thought with the rates it would be a lot better, but it doesn't seem like it really made a huge, huge difference. But let's go ahead. Let's build her out. And of course, we're going to have to drop her in to get some furniture. We have a lot of resources right now. And I think even with the chest, because I know we did use quite a few resources when it comes to building out Adrian and Elise. We did use quite a few for Adrian and Elise. There is the plus 30. This one, of course, we are going to use this. I think we have the chest. Then we're going in for red chest. There is what, 38, so 39 and 40 we want to use. I don't think we have enough. Oh, we do. Wonder if... There we go, guys. We did it to a 40. And I know I shouldn't have spent those red chests. I should have saved for the epic, but there we go. So if she takes fatal damage from an enemy other than the dueling target, she is immune to it, meaning she is not going to die. So there is the plus 40, guys. Just like that for Antandra. Now, rapid strength. We've been saving again. We've been saving these up for quite a bit. There is the skill. Boom. And there is the 60. Now, of course, we're pretty close to getting to the 80, but having the ability to get these heroes higher. And I'm almost thinking even here with the physical Pierce, if we're building her up a little bit higher, if we're putting some extra stars on her, it's going to make a really big difference. Now, of course, her gear, we can build on a little bit, but I want to add her in to get some furniture. I believe at this point as well that we do have more than enough copies or more than enough furniture scrolls to build her out and build her out really, really well. And I love that we can do this. Again, regular play through AFK Arena, really getting, the couple tiny purchases that we do for resources. It's been a while, ever since Eugene, that was the last one, and we didn't even use time emblems there to build her up and see where she's at. So recommended, we're going to go ahead and put her in the bottom, all the rest of the heroes. All right, so let's do the summons. We saved another 45,000 Pokecoins, and it looks like it took all of her stuff off K-Sauce. dropping her in the wish list. So who do we got in here? Again, we have both of these. I'm going to drop out the Awakened version of Leica right there. Let's go ahead and drop her in. Boom. There we go. We have 8 cards on the table. Then, of course, this is going to take us to 10 cards on the table. Or excuse me, 9 cards on the table. There's the Awakened version of Baden. We still have Shuna. We still have Rimuru. We still have a lot of heroes. Honestly, a lot of heroes to build out with the furniture. There's a copy for Gwen. I want to see if possibly we can get another copy for Gwen. And there is one for Antandra right off the bat, guys. And the Poke coins go quick. Well, I say the accumulation of Poke coins, it takes a lot to get the Poke coins. And Gwen is another one that we have to build up, and we have to build up a lot faster. There's a copy of Tarnos. Come on, where's the mythic? There is Rimuru. Another copy in there for Rimuru. That puts 10 on the table. And of course, let's go ahead and recycle, see what else we can get out of here. There is Baden. Not sure if we're going to have enough with these to do one more pull. Can it be mythic? Which is not just another legendary. That's going to be just another recycle, but that's okay. Now we are close to our next red card right there. If there's anyone that needs it, which there is not. All right, so that is all of our Poke coins in here. Again, looking at the Awakened version of Antandra. There she is. Boom, 8 cards just like that. Gives her that 9 of 9 furniture. Yes, she is built, guys. She is really built. I don't know last time that I went all the way to the 40, but with a little bit more resources, I feel like we can finish some more of these heroes out. But I want to take a look at her. Yeah, look at that. We have to get her gear, which let's go ahead. Again, I know we do have to build up Gwen. Wow. Yeah, we'll go ahead and enchant up the gear. And again, when it comes to tier stones, it's gotten to the point where even through summons, getting tier stones and all of that, even getting the mythic choice chests, a lot easier to get the tier stones. Not really a mega priority like they used to be. Even looking at the stats that they provide, again, not a huge priority to build. There we go. We want that physical pierce on the hero, of course, allowing her to do a lot more damage. And I'm going to take her to an 80. I'm going to do the 80 engraving on there. I know it's going to take a little bit more resources than we have right now. But of course, we also know that there's more heroes coming. I mean, it never stops with the heroes. We know there are more heroes coming. I'm going to have to come in here and figure out exactly what collection we're going to put on her. I'm going to have to build out some more collections because I'm not sure. And again, I'm going to have to review the video and see if we by chance did get an Awakened version of, or excuse me, a legendary. If we did by chance get a legendary totem out of there. Again, I'm going to have to build her a little bit further, but very cool. See her built, and I think I'm a little bit short. Even looking at the attack, definitely want to build this up. Looking at life leech, and of course they give life leech. Accuracy up a little bit higher. There's defense, tenacity, physical resistance, and there is the crit and the crit damage amplification. And of course we have HP. Again, what's that? That's done. I don't know how far off we are from getting her built up all the way. There we go, 75. So we'll take her to an 80. We'll get her to an 80, guys, and that is going to be a big build in Antandra. And I'm almost thinking that I do want to come in here and I do want to add more stars. Even looking at her overall combat rating, she is coming in right there at 4th, just based on the combat rating. So definitely a pretty strong hero overall when it comes to the power creep. But I do want to build her up a little bit further. We'll take her to the 80, and I think I'm going to do in a little bit. We'll do some more summons on her. We'll do some more summons. We'll build her up a little bit further. And of course, the warrior tree, boom, 214, guys. We are almost maxed out in our entirety in the tree as well. awesome to see. And again, I don't think I got any legendary totems out of there. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.